What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. Amazon Kindle Create Space. Black Feminists. We told you so. You know, all this moving the goalposts and saying reality isn't reality and saying that we're stupid and saying you don't have to respect us and saying who the fuck are we? You know, after the trickle down effect of what's happening after these marches is telling because I was watching So What show, The Voice of Reason, um, and he asked the question. He said, aren't our black women, shouldn't y'all have an Afrocentric agenda in when y'all in this feminist movement? Shouldn't y'all be coming to the table with your agenda? And I didn't finish the whole episode, but the diversion of the answer said a lot. But it's something that we've already said. See, when it comes to the feminist movement, white women have a Eurocentric agenda. Um, Hispanic women have an Hispanic agenda. Asian women have an Asian agenda. The Muslim women have a Muslim agenda. The lesbians have a lesbian agenda. Black women, don't have an Afrocentric agenda because if you did, you would actually have put your issues on the table for the last 50 years and you haven't. This is why in the educational system the children are getting fucked over. Your black children are getting fucked over by your feminist counterparts. But you never fixed that. Never brought that to the table. Because they're your feminist sister, but they don't care about your children, and y'all all under the umbrella of feminism, and y'all all under motherhood and mothers and matriarchy, but mothers are attacking your children. When it comes to affirmative action, I mean that is just so crystal clear. But no, didn't address that. And it's not that these things weren't addressed per se, and it's not that I'm saying we told you so to be an asshole. I'm saying this because it literally took y'all 50 years and the election of Trump and this woman's march to look at the hypocrisy. And black men have been telling you this for 50 years. So even on that women's march, you had women who were their teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Who have been riding for the same cause, letting the same shit slide, indoctrinating their kids into the same shit with no unity, no direction, no agenda, except for the betterment of women. When all the women had a specific agenda for themselves that intertwined with the betterment of women. So, when brothers would say, black women have an issue because they don't know strategy, these other women seem to know strategy. Because if black women organized these marches and they weren't getting put on TV, wouldn't it be logical to say white women knew that when the media came, they was going to get the media promotion because they're intertwined with white men? Hasn't it been a long-standing history with feminism in itself that black women are left out of the negotiations or the round table when it comes to actually getting a whole agenda pushed. Y'all set it up for everybody else, and everybody else gets together and cleans it up and leaves you out, and you set it up again. And see, here's the problem. They give you the same okie doke the same way, because you know who they tell you to hate, and it draws you away from what they do to you? Us. You see, the whole feminist movement, white women, black women, Asian women, Hispanic women, uh, Muslim women, lesbians, all come together in unison to hate black men. But not all for the same reason. You see, your sisters say y'all have a problem with us dating outside the race. Feminism says anything you can do, I can do better, you know. They tell women to focus on their careers. You buy into that. The whole time, these other women aren't really necessarily focusing on their careers as a group. They focus on their family, then their careers. They don't throw the family aspect out. They don't throw the baby out with the bathwater with that. But they told you to, and you followed it. So when you're in college and they telling you to fight to focus on your career, and then your mothers and grandmothers telling you to focus on your career because they bought into the feminist movement, and then you're on a college campus and you say, why are these guys dating non-black women? That's because you're not focused on having a relationship with the men. You're focused on your career. And these other women are focusing on their fetishism with your men. And then you and your feelings about that, you don't want to date them, okay. Then they get out of their fetish days and they go back to dating their white men. And then when they hit that wall of not meeting the white beauty standards and they get dropped, then they try to go back to black men and say they care and we know better. We reject a lot of these women. So that's where their hate comes from. Because when we tell y'all, you know, you're single mothers, you got baggage, you fell off, you try to holler at us, we ain't hollering at you. That's the same thing going on with these non-black women. They got their nose up in the air at us just like y'all do when y'all chasing y'all career due to racism and thinking they have a certain value. And when they're devalued by their own, they try to run back to us and be like, no, thank you. And that rejection pisses them off to the point that they hate us just like, and tell y'all to hate us. But don't necessarily tell y'all why. And y'all fall for it. You know, one of the dopest things, I had a video, I forgot which video it was. I said, you know, maybe we should stop, just show y'all what's up and just stop sleeping with non-black women. Well, I think at the time I said we should stop sleeping with white women. You know who was commenting on that video? White women said, no, y'all shouldn't stop doing that. Stop. Don't pose that because see, they know we'll stop fucking with them. They know that we will because we are the main ones rejecting them on a regular basis. Y'all believe that we're not. But you ladies don't get it. Because, once again, we told you so. We told you how this shit works. But you didn't listen. And the question that you have to ask yourself is, since you've been participating in this for so long, and you know what you've been getting out of it, because you're a double minority, remember? You're a minority for being black and for being a woman. How is your white sister a double minority for being white and being a woman? But she's ahead of you. In the affirmative action racial terms, how does that go? You know, these other women are getting married and having children, but you're the face of everything negative. And y'all are in a group. You're the face of abortion. You're the face of single motherhood. You're the face of welfare. You're the face of obesity. You're the face of unattractiveness. And this is all coming from your group. And we told you this already. But you can't hear it from us. Because they told you not to listen and you roll with them. And the problem with that is y'all can't admit that the white women that y'all tell us to stay away from be punking the shit out of y'all. Just woman to woman they punk y'all. And that's part of the weave eye count. See, you've assimilated so much that you didn't realize you just didn't lose your feminine energy. You lost your self-respect because you want to beat them so bad that you put your best interest to the side. Because you can get ahead of us or use them to get ahead of us if you want. But the irony of this is you haven't pushed to get ahead of them. But we told y'all the shit like this was going to happen. And that interracial swirling shit, that ain't going to work. Because I see now, y'all went from white dudes, now it's pushing to the Asian and Hispanics. How did you go from white dudes were the ones and not Asians and Hispanics? How did you do that? Something's going on that we told you, right? Them guys don't fuck with y'all like that, right? They'll get y'all pregnant, run off and say, and all you gonna say is, I got a mixed baby and I'm cool with that. Or they just gonna push the baby off into the black community and act like black men deadbeat dads and y'all not gonna say nothing. Cause I see these kids all the time who have white, Asian, Arab, Hispanic dads and y'all don't say shit. Chickens coming home to roost.